Hello. Today I am with my baby and we're going to make him 2 or 3 purees. So he has started eating puree about a month ago. I was supposed to start this series, but I didn't because I was just going to see first if he was even going to accept it, because if a child doesn't really accept what you're proposing, it kind of makes it tough to even make the content. So this far, my baby boy has accepted blueberries, zucchinis, sweet potato, carrot, and green peas. He does not really like it. So today I plan on making some butternut. Then we're going to make some egg one because egg is allergen. So we're going to have to watch out, making sure that obviously there's no reaction, which I pray we don't have. And we're going to make tomato and potato. So that's going to be what we're doing today. I'm currently recording on my iPad because I was having technical difficulties in a sense of I am usually having my tripod, which is the DJI for my content phone, and I can't find it nowhere. So I wouldn't be able to basically put it and place it the way I want to. So if the quality on here is more grainy, it's normal. This is the iPad. However, I gave him this little toy. For those that have been here for a while, you know that this is from the gender reveal. It says it is a boy. We got this out of the cake. So I'm going to show you the setup, the ingredients, and let's get into it. Here we have our machine. It is the Bear brand from Amazon. I'll link it in the description. It is currently 1:10 p.m. so it's perfect. I usually give him the puree around 12, 1, max 2. So it's gonna take us maybe 40 minutes. So before I get into this video, I'm letting you know that my baby will eventually start something called the DME method, which is diversification menée par l'enfant. It is a French method, which is called baby-led weaning. It's very important for me for him to learn how to eat on his own, where I don't have to feed him or anything like that. Right now, I'm currently feeding him, obviously, because he is not so used to textures. But as he's able to have a better grip of things and putting it to his mouth, we're gonna start the baby-led weaning method. So not in this episode, but you could expect it in the next couple episodes. I will make sure that I specify that it is going to be the baby-led weaning episode in those moments. So we're starting with our potato and tomato. Why the potato? Because it helps regulate the acidity of the tomato. Because tomato by itself is too acidic. So tomato itself is very acidic, especially if you're making it into a puree. So another thing is it's going to make the texture smoother, creamier, and this is what we want. I don't know how he is when it comes to texture outside of the green peas, but he did not like the green peas texture. I think it was too thick. Oh, I forgot to say, he tried apples. These are the ones that I have put in the freezer. We have sweet potato, blueberry, apple, and peas. So when you're starting puree for your child, make sure you are using the same type of puree for the first 2 days, and then you can switch to another one. What I'm about to do is I'll make all of them, and I'm going to put the ones that I don't currently need in the freezer, and in a couple of days when I switch from the potato and tomato and he's done with that one, I'll go through the butternut. I'll see which one we're gonna start with today. I might even just mix. I might just take a little bit of each and just give it to him. But the thing is, it's not recommended to mix, because if you mix ingredients, you might not be sure or might not know what ingredient he is allergic to if he is actually ever having an allergy reaction. Now, why butternut? Butternut is rich in beta-carotene. If I'm not wrong, it is naturally sweet, and it's something that kids usually take more easier. So these are different containers. So here you have the main container, and then at the top you can add extra vegetables if you need. So I love this option. In here, you're making sure you have water. We're going to add water. I don't add tap water so that it doesn't mess up with the machine, because otherwise you're gonna have to use product to de-escalate it, or I don't know how you say it, but so we're gonna take some of that water, and the water that I'm not going to fully use, I'm just gonna drink it. So we're actually going to start with the egg, because I guess the egg is easier to make. We could just make it scrambled, making sure that it's fully cooked. In something like this, I think you call it a pan, you're going to put 2 potatoes, and we have our tomato. I'll put it on the side, so whenever we're towards the end of the cooking of the potato, I could add the tomato and it's gonna be fully cooked. Or I might just cut it and put it in here so it could be already steamed. However, let me just put this right here. And I put it to the fullest, so 12 in my case. I don't know why my back is itchy. Keeps happening. I don't know why. I have put my olive oil. Let's turn it on. It's so weird. Postpartum is really weird. My skin has been so much more sensitive than it usually is already. Make sure you remove any shell. Okay. Boom. Now we're gonna just throw this. While this is cooking, I've had a few people asking me how I record my videos, and I always record it on an iPhone 16 Pro, and I just be putting the setting on 2K or 4K for exportation, and it usually gives this amazing look to my videos. So I don't know if you know, but you can add onion powder, any type of powder you can, outside of salt, pepper, chili, and all these different things. So what I'm about to add is going to be bell pepper, onion powder, and alright, so we have onion powder. We're adding bell. Don't tell me we're running out of it. No way. No! Don't tell me we're running out of it. Dang! I think I have more somewhere. Hold on. Damn. It sucks. I don't have any more smoked paprika. We don't have any more paprika. It says to cook it properly. I'm gonna add a little bit of Italian herb, onion powder already added, and so that when I put it in the blender, it blends properly. Looks like it's almost fully cooked. I'm gonna take out what I'm gonna eat. So today we are eating some jambalaya seasoned rice with uncured andouille, sausage, onion, green bells, and peppers. So this is, listen, it's not because you're postpartum that it means you gotta do a whole bunch of crazy cooking and stuff. Mind you, I love cooking, but right now it's all about convenience, health, and sometimes he just wants to be in my arms. He's intrigued since earlier. He keeps seeing the steam. All right, I can turn off this. I'm taking my vitamins while our potato is not ready. All right, let's try. This is cooked. All right, boom. I'm about to take some butternut, putting it in here so I could start with that while the potato is cooking. If, let's say, you wanted the baby-led weaning, you would probably have, it needs to be the size of your finger, but right now, as you can see, it's not the size of a finger. So I would take, it needs to be bigger than his finger, something like that. This would be for the baby-led weaning method. However, today we're not doing that. We're gonna make him eggs, so we could take 2 of them. Boom. Here, we're just cutting. I have filled it with my butternut, and now at the top, in this one, I'm going to put some tomato. Ooh. Now I'm just going to close it. Perfect. Turn it on. We're gonna put steam, and we're gonna steam for about 23 minutes because we're not sure if it's gonna be fully cooked. So we wanna make sure it's the most cooked. So now you just don't do nothing. You just let it be. So currently he's breastfeeding, so I'm just going to respond to any email that I need to respond to. And once he's done, we're getting back into this. Making sure he's not waking up. So this is how you open it. As you can see, fully steamed. Here we have the juice. So I'm just gonna take my butternut. Let me see. Oh, it's properly. You know what's funny? I've never tried butternut. Righty. Let's blend it. On 2 containers, I'm gonna write butternut. Take out your butternut. That ain't bad. Once you'll have tried all of the ingredients, and I'm sure he doesn't have an allergy, I'll give him the one mixed with everything. We just put our eggs. It says I could add a spoon of another puree, but my only thing is I don't want to add that in. So I've left my butternut on the side. Now I'm about to take the potato, peel it, and then I'm just waiting for hot water to boil so I could add it to my eggs. Peeling it, then I'm just gonna cut. All right, so I'll put it in the blender once I'm done with the eggs. Doing the same thing with my other potato. Here I have some boiling hot water. I'm gonna take a little bit of formula and put it in there. So let's take about maybe this much. Yep. You're gonna add your, let's see if it's enough. I feel like it's a little too thick. Yep. So I'm just gonna add the rest of the formula. All right, that looks good. Let's put it in containers. All right, so here we got the egg puree. We're gonna wash this. So this is our last puree. We got our tomato and potato. I'm gonna add a little bit of water for that. We're gonna blend this one. And now for these puree, we're going to season it. So here I have seasoned this puree. Same thing for this one. Here it is seasoned. I can close it because it's cold. We're gonna write eggs, boom, our potato, and tomato. It looks good. And then here we have some left over. Today he's going to have some egg, and then later tonight he'll have some butternut. I'm gonna call my fiance to tell him I love him. All right, this for later. Wait, I closed these and I forgot to add the seasoning, so it's all good. I should have added it when I was blending it, but it's all good. All right, since it fell, let me just blend it one more time. I personally always make sure that my machine is clean and I'm done. So look who is back. So he slept quite a long time. Slept for 2.5 hours. See, I just know. I had time to eat, and now we're gonna make him try the egg. Let's see what he's gonna think of it. Whenever I need to warm up his food, I just take a little bowl like that. It was initially for my matcha, and I'm just going to put about half of it. So he gets half right now, and what time is it? It's 4, and he gets another half tomorrow. It smells like eggs, for real. Now, this is how much we have, and we're going to warm this up for 10 seconds to 15 seconds. And put this right back in the fridge. So it's warmed up. Now we're just gonna put it in his container. It's hot. It's clearly hot. So since it's hot, we're just gonna let it cool down, and then I'm gonna get him set up in his little chair. Let's do it. He's looking at the camera. Tu dis bonjour à la caméra, mon amour. Dis bonjour à la caméra. Dis bonjour. Dis bonjour la population. He usually has a specific one, but I think I'll just keep that so he could eat on it and then just put it to wash, because anywho, he needs a new one. Like that one has been too nasty. Elle te fait un pot. Israel, well, focus on that camera. What the heck in the world happened? Oh, in no freaking way. That's freaking crazy. Right now he is properly sat, and I'm just going to put this to secure him. Make sure this is up. He is ready. Now we're fixing it. Usually it's not supposed to exactly, because sometimes he tries to push it. What's up? This is annoying me. Now it's fine. I'm just grabbing my water and he's gonna eat. Qu'est-ce qui t'arrive, mon amour? Pourquoi tu regardes la caméra comme ça? Let's see. Now it's much better. It's texture though. So I don't know what he's gonna think of this, because it's real. Oh, it's real texture. Saifo, Saifo. What I do is I make sure he looks at me and he wants to move the bowl. Saifo, he don't want it. I'm gonna have to make sure he tries it though. I think there's something about texture that he does not like, because even the green pea, okay, not bad. He just spit up half of it. Not bad. It's a try. It's okay. Oh, well, not bad. It's really not bad. He's looking at it. Do I have to eat it? I like to just try to give him at least 1 or 2 spoons, and then if I see that he really does not want it, I just give up. But I make sure that he has some. So let's try another scoop like that. He does not want it. So he's eating it. I think he just don't like the texture. It's okay. But he's not about to be a picky eater. Make sure he eats. Oh my gosh. Ain't no way. What is happening here? Alright, let's try again. Not bad. Viens. Attends toi. Viens. He's spitting up. I'm gonna wait. Let me get something to clean him up. Thank God he's getting a shower and a bath tonight, because this is messy. He's eating it. I put some on my face. C'est bon. Ah, c'est bon. Hey, baby. I'm giving him eggs.
Oh, for real?
Wait, hold on. I gotta pause it because I was recording. If your baby is done with the food, do not put it back in its container. You have to throw it away, because once their saliva touches it and you put it back in a container, you will have bacteria growing back, so you don't want that. Obviously, he has also learned that he has hands. Ooh. Well, he has not ate all of it, but he definitely ate, I'd say, about 5 scoops. It's a good beginning. Even if your baby doesn't eat all of it, it's still diversification. He definitely eats all of the zucchinis. The rest of the stuff, he'll eat it. But anything with texture, unfortunately, I think in their mouth, it might feel weird or awkward. So that was it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this. If you want more video like this of me making him try puree and showing you how I make it, this was my first episode of Milk to Meals, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.